Hi guys, welcome to Randomly Random Reactions. Today we're trying to find out what zero chemistry looks like. Logan Paul, KSI, and mrbeast came together to promote their product Lunchly. Let's see if they are really friends or just business associates. Let's get into it.
So the three supervillains of YouTube recently came together on Logan Paul's podcast to promote their knockoff version of Lunchables Lunchly. And hey, what do you know? It turns out that the three billionaires have absolutely zero chemistry together.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
I didn't know they were all billionaires, so that is news to me. Disclaimer, I don't really follow the three of them. I'm not particularly interested in their kind of content. So I might be learning some new things today. So stick around.
Let's go.
Yeah, well...
Oh, pleasure.
Yeah,
Like throughout this podcast, it's clear that they A, know nothing about each other, and B, completely despise each other's success. Like in the beginning, when mrbeast starts describing one of the sets for his new TV series, Logan can't help but suggest that Jimmy's copying the set of the popular outdoor music festival, Burning Man.
cool. I know you, Jimmy, just got done shooting your Amazon show.
Oh my gosh,
Which,
yes.
from what it sounds like, is going to be the biggest game show in history ever.
What would you say is the best episode?
I mean,
Say it.
Don't say
yeah,
it.
I mean,
Say what you did.
we built a city in the middle of nowhere. There's just a field,
What?
and
That's just Burning Man.
and we pulled up. No, we built like an actual
Yeah,
city.
that's what they do at Burning Man.
Yeah, but
You
like,
went to Burning Man.
Wait,
You know, so right off the bat, to me, you know, Logan Paul comes of course, I don't know him. So, but Logan Paul comes off as, you know, those friends that just always want to bring you down with something. Like, they just always want to point out something about you that you already know to sort of bring your low self-esteem. To sort of bring your self-esteem down. That's the kind of energy Logan Paul gives me. It's obvious that there's a lot of ego at play in this room.
as in like
No.
buildings.
buildings, like actually a walled-in city that the contestants lived in throughout the show.
What?
Logan then seemingly insults mrbeast when he asks him if he's on drugs.
It would literally break
Okay.
the internet.
Are you on Adderall or something?
No, I just want to see it so badly. I really do.
Ritalin?
See, that is exactly what I was saying. There are some friends that always try to throw you under the bus in front of people. You know, they know you're good at something and so they just want to chip in, you know, something that is negative to bring you down or to cause other people's perspectives to shift concerning you. That is the sort of energy Logan Paul gives.
No.
I like you, Jimmy. I like
Right.
you're a spunky guy.
All right, I'll take.
You know when in college or high school, the teacher puts you in a group that you don't want to be in. It's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, you're all in a group. Work on this group project. That is what this video is coming off as. I mean, for Logan to say, I like you, Jimmy, it's sort of weird. It's obvious these men are not friends. They are more of associates or business partners. And yeah, I mean, they both have big brands individually, so it is a good idea to come together business-wise in terms of the profitability. And so, hey, I'm not going to stomp on anyone's money. Get your money. Get it, you know. But don't sit on a podcast and try to, you know, create this impression that you are so involved in each other's lives outside of the camera or when the camera is off, or you're actually friends, you know, because it comes off as ingenuine and it sort of may hurt the product. I don't know how the product is doing, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, we'll change the topic. So how's your song with Trippie Redd?
Which then awkwardly segues into a conversation about KSI's disaster of a song, Thick of It, where Logan suggests that KSI should begin writing his lyrics with ChatGPT.
Thick of It. Featuring Trippie Redd. Yeah. Obviously, I'm promoting my music.
Yeah, man, if I were you, I'd write a song and have ChatGPT write all the lyrics.
Oh, shit.
I'm joking, but like,
Well, I mean, I do dibble and dabble with AI. I have like AI friends, and I just
KSI handled that really well. He handled that perfectly because it was obvious that Logan Paul was trying to do what he does again, sort of shade him, and KSI just handled that. So it could be that maybe Logan Paul and KSI are closer. I don't know if you follow these people, put it in the comments. It seems that they may be closer, and maybe KSI knows how Logan Paul sort of is, until he's more used to that, until he's more ready to take what Logan Paul throws. If for lack of a better term, or for lack of a better explanation, that is what I'm getting right now. But if I was a singer-songwriter, and my friend told me that ChatGPT would do a better job than me, I really don't know how I'll take that. I don't think that is helpful in any way from a friend. I don't think that is a positive thing for a friend to say, you know? I mean, it would be more different if a friend was more honest and said, yeah, I think that song is not the best. Maybe you should try some songwriting camps. You should try this, try that. But this just clearly is Logan Paul trying to shade KSI, trying to be like funny and snacky, you know? Yeah, let's continue watching.
talk to them every now and then.
But after they finish their forced intros of each other, they begin to address the reason why they're sitting there pretending to be friends in the first place, and that is to promote their new product.
But yeah, we did launch Lunchly today. We actually just did it. If you guys saw on Instagram Live, I also think people are confused about what the product is. They're like, wait, so it's just Prime and Feastables in a Lunchables? No.
I want to hear your Lunchly pitch.
My Lunchly pick.
Yeah, you got to start sneaking that in.
That's true.
Just eat it. It's fantastic.
I like that.
But instead of celebrating their launch like normal friends who launch a business together would, the demons inside of them couldn't help but to address the negative criticism and lawsuits that they're facing.
Yeah.
No, but Jimmy, I really want to talk about these lawsuits because they're a big deal on the Prime
Okay,
side.
so you're telling me you don't purpose...
So I just want to ask, like, why do people watch them? You know, if you watch any of them, put it in the comments. I know I don't really watch MrBeast's videos. I'm not particularly interested in the kind of content he makes or the kind of content any of them make actually. I have tried to watch some impulsive podcast clips from Logan Paul. Some of them I gained value, others I was just not interested. I don't follow KSI at all, but I've come across clips of him. I think he does collaborative content with Foot Asylum. I may be wrong, but I've come across some collaborative content with some UK content creators and all that, but I don't personally go looking for KSI content. But yeah, back to my point. Why do people follow them? Because I'm 2 minutes and 50 seconds in, and just generally, I feel like these men are just generally flatline boring. I think that they are so rich that they have not had to improve upon their personalities because their wealth sort of speaks for them. Their wealth is what is the front-leaning thing when you meet them. These men are just generally, there's nothing really interesting about them. Yeah. Okay.
just put, what is it, forever chemicals in your drink to...
Bro, we were shocked.
Yeah.
Me and him were talking. We're like, yo, what do people
You don't
think
just
this is?
bust open barrels of forever chemicals
What?
and dump that in there?
Like, what do you think this is? Like some fucking rinky-dink operation where that's like what we're trying to like. I can't. I don't
KSI
know, it's so
seems like he's
stupid.
really not
People
even
are so
interested in
dumb.
what he's going on.
As much as I believe in people and like the up and coming generations and the world, and I hope we're headed in the right spot, I just am. It never ceases to amaze me how dumb people are.
Like you'd think that Logan would know how to conduct himself professionally at this point, especially when discussing lawsuits surrounding his company. Like the levels of immaturity in this podcast is baffling.
Turkish Quando Riz.
A whole state.
Blue Tie, Ohio Riz.
Yo, that's like.
These guys are not funny at all. Like, they are trying to be funny. It's clear and obvious they are trying to be funny. They are trying to... what are they doing? Like, what are they doing there? Why did they decide this podcast episode was a good idea? I mean, if you and I were to come together and create a podcast and this is what we were giving, I doubt anyone would watch. I wonder what, like, the real video, how many views the real video has, because I'm really bored. I am so bored.
You know Blue Tie, Ohio Riz?
Like, what are you saying?
Especially when the conversation shifts focus to a discussion about balding, which is something that Logan and KSI both struggle with. The only difference is that KSI covers his with a bandana, while Logan chose to get a hair transplant and have his bangs on his forehead. So when Mr. Beast suggests that they should all go to Turkey to get a hair transplant, things get a little dicey between KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah, like I grew a beard.
Yeah.
The bandana hasn't changed.
And it's got bigger. It's got bigger, yeah. The hairline's receded. I've accepted it, people.
But you
Let's go to Turkey. I kind of.
No, I don't want to go to Turkey.
I want my beard on my side of my face. To
Yeah,
come
bro,
in
you
there.
can have a forehead
cares,
right here.
bro?
You can have a forehead.
Bro,
head.
I don't.
These guys are so not friends that they are forcing topics. Like, these guys really maybe hate each other. You can tell that all three of them talk dirty about each other behind closed doors. I mean, once again, I don't know them, so disclaimer, but that is what this is giving, you know?
I don't care how I look because my girlfriend loves me for me.
It is so sick.
So who cares what some people online think about us?
That is true.
About, my forehead or...
my only pushback would be,
What?
I think some people think I'm cooler than I actually am. And part of that coolness is not looking like a bald ass bitch.
What?
Whoa.
No, bro.
Whoa.
But the thing is,
Like my father.
okay.
Like my bald ass dad.
So it's clear now that these three don't really like each other in any sense, and are only
Very
pretending
clear.
to be friends for financial gain.
Very clear.
Like KSI and Logan are actually convinced that Mr. Beast is a nerd, which offends.
Yeah, and you know what? You don't need to be friends to go into business. You know, sometimes even going into business with friends is like the worst. But pretending to actually like each other by creating a podcast or having a podcast episode to sort of connect, or to sort of show people that you're friends is where the problem is at. If you're not friends, go into business, do that business, launch your product and go your separate ways. Don't pretend by, doing a podcast for what? So that people think that you're friends, so that the product sells more. Trust me, I think the product would have still sold if these three guys did not do this podcast episode. Do this sit-down interview episode or whatever they are trying to do. I really don't even know. Let's continue.
Mr. Beast when they bring it up.
This sells 10 units a day, whereas this one sells 2. And then I just like to, try to figure out why.
Number nerd.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever get bullied, Jimmy?
Not really.
That shocks me.
That's such
Really?
a lie.
That's
surely.
crazy.
It shocks you.
For sure.
You want to elaborate?
It's like the two guys who think they are cool trying to bully the guy they think is a nerd. I don't know why people still think the word nerd is such an insult or a demeaning word, like high school and stuff, most bullies, the stereotypical thing or the quintessential thing is most bullies bully the nerd. You can tell KSI and Logan Paul actually talk crap about Mr. Beast behind his back. Of course, I'm sure when this business proposal, probably when this business proposal was put before them, of course, like, heck yeah, let's do it, because we have big brands and coming together, that would be so profitable for us. But I don't think it goes beyond that business partnership association thing. These people clearly don't talk. These people clearly talk to each other once a year. Or when there's a business move or a business endeavor that will be profitable.
I just feel like
Not all of us played. What were you? High school football, wrestling?
Yeah, but I was little, Jimmy. I got bullied.
Well, sure, yeah, you were a nerd.
Yeah, I played basketball and stuff, but no, I mean, honestly, people just left me alone. I didn't really have too many friends.
Well,
That's almost worse.
I mean, I guess it depends what you constitute bullying. If you constitute people going, why do you only talk about YouTube, you weirdo? But I don't constitute that as bullying. I just constitute it as I was just a weirdo and I deserved it because that's all I talked about when I was a little kid.
But Mr. Beast doesn't let that slide. Encounters Logan by subtly hinting that he'll be an absent father to his newborn child. And that Mr. Beast himself got a vasectomy because he's scared of birthing a child and not being there for it because he's so busy.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh, so if you ever have a kid, are you gonna be like the absent dad?
I'm not gonna have kids till I'm ready. So no, I mean that's why I'm not. Probably a decade down the road.
Wait, a decade?
I'm pushing that stuff. Like, bro, if I had a kid now.
This is the typical friend group or associate group that all hate each other and just give like snacky, sneaky remarks, insult each other, shade each other, One person throws a punch, the other person throws a punch. There's no love. There's no love between these three people. They are not friends.
Oh, yeah, I'd be super upset. I don't know how you're going to balance Prime, WWE, everything you got now, Lunchly. I know you will, and I've obviously talked to him behind the scenes. Logan's very serious about wanting to be a good father, but that's like, I mean, that would just destroy my life if I had a kid.
Well, I mean, do you wrap up?
For a podcast episode that was supposed to promote their product, they have talked about their products like just once. They've mentioned it just once. So what exactly are we doing? I'm pretty sure they went off script. I don't know what their PRs were thinking, because putting these three people together for this sit-down interview, maybe if they were doing an activity, for these three guys, a competitive content would have been better to promote Lunchly. Not a sit-down. I think that they should have done something competitive, a game, something, other than this sit-down podcast, because this is just showing who they are to each other. They hate each other. This is just exposing it, if people do know,
I mean, I will not have a kid anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
He got a vasectomy.
Ew, that's disgusting. I could never. Ew.
Which then carries into a discussion about babies that's really revealing that these three are actually children trapped in the bodies of grown men.
I guess if
She has a
what would I
baby inside of her stomach.
Jimmy,
That's not crazy.
It's the weirdest thing
Ugh.
in the world.
Have you seen like Kick and everything?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, her stomach, you'll see her stomach, you'll see the baby's like, I don't know, like a body part go like all the way
Ah.
across. Like a little alien punching
Oh
from
my
the
God.
inside.
How does that make her?
Our
Has she given you the
children.
finger?
No, not yet.
No, but
That'll happen.
She's just like,
You can feel her like fingers and toes and stuff.
no way.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Oh my
These
God.
men are
It's crazy.
Whoa.
Bro, that's
They're so
wild.
You won't
fascinated
understand
by
it until
that.
you
I mean, it's
experience
humans.
it.
Humans
And like seeing
be
the woman you
curious.
love have a little alien inside of her.
surprised.
It must be.
Are you-
It's wild.
It's wild.
Are you gonna
I
look?
don't really mind this, but this
Yeah, I
is
think
funny.
I'm gonna look.
No way.
Like,
nah, you're
as it
crazy.
coming out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, no chance.
Well, that's it for the video, guys. And if you made it this far,
Their awkwardness and weirdness is what is funny. They are not necessarily funny, but their awkwardness and weirdness is what is funny. Oh, guys, I'm so bored. I'm actually drained. I feel drained from watching this, trying to connect with them, because there was nothing really to connect to. I don't know what the purpose of this sit-down interview was, because if it was to promote Lunchly, they clearly missed it. They clearly missed it because I didn't get anything about why I should go buy this product from this podcast episode. And so it boils down to what I said previously. They are banking on their fame, their wealth, and all that to promote their products. They are banking on their followers and their subscribers and their fans to go buy their product. They don't even feel the need to promote. I mean, when Mr. Beast asked KSI what was his, promotional tag for Lunchly, look at what he said. Go eat it or something like that. I didn't take away anything from this video about how amazing Lunchly is or what ingredients are made with Lunchly, who it is for, why I would enjoy it, where I could get it, They really missed the mark. Guys, let me know what you think. The original creator, I will tag the original creator in the description box. Go support him, go follow him. And until the next video, bye. Subscribe!